Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar. Thank you for joining in. I'm excited to show you how you can build trustworthiness in AI with RAG. Before we begin, here is a little bit about me. I'm Subhrajit. I lead the engineering team in Katonic, where I oversee the development of our AI platform and its capabilities. Before joining Katonic, I had an extensive career in IT industry, working with various multinational organizations, including GE, Infosys, Grant Thornton, and I also founded my own startup focused on agriculture in my state. Throughout my career, I have led team across software engineering, data science, big data, and DevOps domain. This diverse experience has given me comprehensive understanding of the tech landscape and the challenge business that face in implementing AI solution. Today, we will explore RAG, one of my favorite topic, discussing how it works and why we use it here at Katonic. So let's get started. So before we get started, let me tell you a bit about Katonic. Katonic, founded in Sydney, Australia 2020, backed by artisan Bob AI, is a rapidly growing company with two Gen labs in a team of over 50 members. It powers global business across various sectors with prominent clients. This diverse client base highlights company a board impact and applicability, demonstrating its strong global presence and focus on cutting cutting edge generative AI technologies. Our mission is to make AI powered application accessible for business worldwide. Our platform integrates advanced generative AI technologies with powerful MLOps tool, enabling user of all backgrounds to secure, create, deploy, and oversee AI applications on a large scale. We have been recognized as a leader of MLOps space, winning award from Frost and Sullivan and being featured in case study by Google. As a startup, we are grateful to have been recognized by a leader in the industry. So, the Katnic AI integrates with Gen AI MLOps. I have already mentioned about what we do. So, we deliver a comprehensive AI solution. It consists of three primary layers: operational layer, Gen AI layer, and foundation model layer. So, let's talk about operational layer a little bit. In the component of this layer, we have data preparation, model training, model deployment, model monitoring, automation, data security and governance falls. And when we look at its capabilities, it provides secure and governance along with AI operational lifecycle management. Next goes to Gen AI layer. The components are classifications, code assistance, content generation, PI extraction, name entity recognition, semantic search, summarization, and chatbot. And it offers simple UI for non-coders to build generative AI applications, which is code first approach for custom GNA apps, of course, because that is really required. But in consumption through APIs as well, both in batch and real time inference. We also provide fine tuning capabilities and, of course, any machine learning model or foundation model you can deploy. Now let's talk about foundation model layer, right? Where we provide all kind of open source and closed source LLMs to productionize them, and it supports all closed foundation and open source foundation model, along with cost management, audit trails, and compliance management. This multi-layered structure emphasizes Kepling AI focus on enabling a wide range of AI functionalities and ensuring robust operational capabilities, making it versatile platform for various AI applications. So, our Kepling AI Gen AI solutions tackle some core business needs like increasing productivity, automating processes, and improving customer experiences. When it comes to productivity, we have produced like ACE, Companion, and Converse. For process automation, there is agents, and enhancing customer experience, we for conversationally assistants. All these tools are built on Katonic's GenAI platform, providing a comprehensive AI suite for various enterprise applications. It's really a game changer for any business looking to leverage AI. Okay, so this is what the entire product architecture look like, uh, where Katonic will help you in many things. What you are seeing here is the entire architecture overview of our comprehensive AI platform. The single image encapsulate the power flexibility of our solution. At the top, you will notice three key components. Our Copilot, which integrates seamlessly with tools you are already using like Microsoft Teams and Google Workspaces. It's our AI assistant for searching, charting, and taking actions. Next, we have our GenAI application section. This is where you can build no-code GenAI applications, perfect for creating chatbots, search engines, and intelligent agents without diving into complex programming. And for those who need more customization, we offer secure APIs to build AI directly into your existing application. The heart of our application lies in the middle section. Here we have laid our core capabilities. Customization feature like prompt tuning and RAG, robust security measures and guardrails to keep your data and AI application safe, comprehensive LLMs to manage tools, right? Speaking of LLMs, you will see we support a wide range of both proprietary and open source model, as I have already mentioned. This gives you the flexibility to choose the right model for your specific needs. At the bottom, we showcase our extensive integration capabilities. On the left, you will see the connector for various data sources from cloud store to project management tools. On the right, the highlight of our cloud compatibility, ensuring our platform works seamlessly with major cloud providers and specialized hardware like NVIDIA GPUs. This site really underscores the end-to-end nature of our platform, whether you are just starting with AI or looking to scale your existing AI operations. Our solution provides the tool and flexibility you need to succeed. Now, I want to share you with two of our latest product that we have launched. Katni Case is our generative AI co-pilot for enterprises. It empowers employees to tap into organized knowledge across multiple systems uh, with a multilingual chat interface. Right, it has the ability to perform more than 50 different actions, such as sending an email directly within the platform. We are very excited about this product and what it can do for business. So the next one is Ketone Companion. This solution is for uh, securely using top AI models, and we design Companion to boost productivity while maintaining rigorous data privacy standards. It can securely integrate multiple leading AI models. It also prioritizes data privacy while boosting productivity and reducing cost. Something that makes us stand out is our key feature, which includes brand voice customization, ensuring AI generated content align with company style. Right. We also ensure privacy protection with auto reduction, PIA, and HIPAA compliance, and organization policy controls to prevent high risk actions. The platform acts as a central hub for accessing various AI capabilities, streamline AI adoption in business environment by addressing security concern and offering a comprehensive suite for AI tools. Capney Companion positions itself as an efficient, secure solution for enterprise leveraging AI technologies. So let's deep dive into the core of our topic today, building trustworthiness with AI using RAG, which stands for Retrieval-Augmented Generation. We'll start by introduction uh, to RAG and how it works. Then we'll explore its benefits. After that, we'll look at how Katonic AI incorporates RAG into our processes. We'll also discuss how RAG helps us to build trust with stakeholders through transparency, Finally, we'll walk through a real-time example of RAG in action, followed by a live demo of our platform. Okay, so RAG is an innovative technique that we apply to LLMs to create what we call a grounded chatbot. But what does it mean exactly, right? At this essence, RAG is a method that essence the capabilities of LLM. It does this by incorporating an additional step before the model generates a response. The step involves checking external knowledge based uh, for relevant up to date information. It is why this is significant. When an LLM is asked a question, instead of relying solely on its pre-trained knowledge, which may be outdated or incomplete, it first consult these external sources. This allow the model access the most current and relevant information before formulating its responses. As a result, output that are grounded in factual accuracy. This is crucial because it dramatically improves the relatively and trustworthiness of AI responses. In a world where misinformation can spread rapidly, having AI system that prioritizes accuracy and can provide responses based on verified current information is really invaluable. RAG is a key technology in our quest to build AI system that we can truly rely on. In the next few slides, we will explore how RAG works in more details and look at some practical applications of these technologies. Now let's deep dive into machines of how RAG actually works. This diagram illustrates the process step by step. It all starts with the user. When a user input a question or a request, it kickstarts the RAG system. The user's input is received by the chatbot, which acts as a interface between the user and the underlying AI system. Here is why RAG differs from traditional chatbot. Instead of immediately generating a response, the system first initiates a research uh, and retrieval process. The search process queries multiple source of information, internal databases which might contain company specific information or curated knowledge bases, online data sources allowing the system to access up to date information from the internet. The relevant information retrieved from these sources is then fed back to the chatbot. At this point, the chatbot engages the LLMs and takes into account both original user queries and retrieved information. Finally, using its NLP capabilities and additional context provided by relevant information, the LLM generates a response that is sent back to the user via chatbot inference. The entire process ensures that the chatbot response are not only based on its pre-trained knowledge, but also informed by the most relevant, up-to-date information available. This is how RAG significantly enhances the accuracy and the AI generated responses, making the system more trustworthy and useful in real world application. So let's go next. Now let's take a quick through the world of AI language models, focusing on how they answer questions. We start with the simplest approach, just taking a question. This is what we do every day with search engines or voice assistants, quick and straightforward things. Next up is prompt engineering. Here we give the AI a role to play, like asking it to be a dietitian, or it's a step up sophistication often used by professional to get more specific responses. Now let's spotlight RAG. Uh, think RAG as an AI instant access to a vast up-to-date library. When you ask about pizza, it checks reliable sources for that latest information. This makes RAG incredibly valuable for application where accuracy is crucial. Moving up, we have fine tuning. This is like a sending an API to a specialized bootcamp, training it further on specific topics. It's great for creating expert system in a particular field. At the top, we have pre-trained model. These are the heavy hitters built from the ground up with massive amount of data. Think GPT-4 or Cloudy, the kind of AI developed by major tech companies. RAG stands out in this lineup because it combines broad knowledge with real-time fact-checking. In a world where information changes rapidly, RAG offers a balance of intelligence and reliability that's hard to beat. It's not just smart, it's trustworthy, and that's why it's becoming a game changer in the application. Let's discuss the key benefit of RAG and why it's becoming a significant player in AI technology. First, RAG enhances trust through source attribution. It provides information along with citation, allowing users to verify the data independently or transparency is crucial in our current information landscape. Secondly, RAG offers adaptive connectivity. It creates a bridge between vast databases and language models, connecting to live sources like news sites and social media. This ensures that information provided is always current and relevant. Lastly, RAG presents a cost-effective implementation strategy by utilizing foundation models. It avoids the high cost associated with retraining large language models. This approach gives organization access to advanced AI capabilities without substantial financial investment. In essence of RAG, it combines with reliability, up-to-date information, and cost efficiency. These factors make it incredibly attractive solution for business and organization looking to implement trustworthy and effective AI system. Okay, so let's deep dive into production RAG reference architecture, which forms the backbone of our trustworthy AI system. Our architecture consists of several key components, each playing a crucial role in RAG process. First, we have the data store. This includes various sources such as data store, APIs, file store, and multimodal data. These form the foundation of our knowledge base. Next is the data ingestion layer. Here, we use data load process, extraction script, and long running pipeline to transform raw data into format suitable for our system. The semantic layer is where the magic happens. It includes vector databases for efficient similarity searches, distance algorithms to find relevant information, a metadata store for additional context, and semantic cache to speed up repetitive queries. To optimize performance, we implement a dedicated optimized layer with semantic cache and smart model calls. The model layer incorporates LLMs, smaller specialized models, and embedding models to process an unstructured data. Now let's walk through the query process. A user submit a question. The question is embedded to capture its semantic meaning. We first check the semantic cache for a quick response. If it found cache, we immediately provide the output. If not found, we search for a vector store to relevant context. This context combined with the original prompt is fed into our model. The model generates responses, which is then returned to the user. This architecture ensures that our AI system can provide quick, accurate, and contextually relevant responses while maintaining trustworthiness throughout the use of verified data sources and sophisticated retrieval mechanism. Okay, now let's delve into the data aspect of our RAG system, uh, Retrieval Augmented Generation system. That starts with source integration. We integrate data from various sources using tools like Zapier, GitHub, Confluence, and many more. These tools allow us to automate workflows and maintain a consistent flow of data. Then come to custom script. It's used for data processing. We use Python script running inside Katonic platform, which are called via APIs. This helps us efficiently transform data to fit our needs. Then long running data pipelines. Of course, we have our own pipeline system, which is similar to Airflow and Prefect, but it's more advanced and it works on top of Kubernetes. That ensures data preprocessing are reliable and scalable. We use web scrapers to gather data from internet, handling challenges like JavaScript rendered pages and Cloudflare protections. This ensure comprehensive data collection from diverse sources. Uh, Very little text. It's like handling for minimal text data. We rely on CLI documentation, which allows quick access to necessary commands and configurations. Stale data, it's uh, regularly evaluating and refreshing our database or data sets, or you can say all the sources which we are maintaining using time-based, file-based, and model-based methods. This keeps our information current and our models accurate. All right, let's move on to the semantic store part of our rack system. This is where things get really interesting because it's all about how we organize and retrieve data in a meaningful way. Uh, what exactly semantic store? So let's talk about few other information on it. First of all, we have chunking. Think of chunking as a breaking down data into bite-sized pieces, but with a twist. We need to keep all the metadata and context intact. It's like slicing up a pie while making sure every piece still tell the story. Next is embedding. We use those to represent our data in a vector store. Uh, so picture a map where similar items are closer together. We use models like OpenAI embeddings, all mini LLM, ADA2, BERT, and some fine-tuned models to create these embeddings. They help us capture the essence of the data, making it easier to find and use. Then we have the vector store. This is where we keep all our embeddings tools like Milverse, Pinecode, and Waviate are our go-tos here. They handle large amount of vector data efficiently. So when we need to find something, it's quick and accurate. To search through our vector store, we use semantic search algorithms. These algorithms such as cosine similarity, Manhattan, and Euclidean help us find most relevant data points based on semantic similarity. It's like having a super smart librarian who knows exactly where to find what you need. Finally, we need to talk about vector store size. Managing the size of our vector store is crucial. We have to consider data size limitations to keep our system running smoothly and efficiently. Okay, let's talk about semantic cache, part of our rack system. This is all about making data retrieval faster and more efficient, which is crucial for a smooth user experience. So semantic cache, first we have cache tool. These are essential for building a robust caching system. You can either build your own or use tool like Portkey or GPT cache. This helps us to frequently access data so that we can retrieve it quickly without having to fetch it from original source every time. Next is pre-cache. This technique involves storing data in advance, speed up responses. By having data ready to go, we can significantly reduce response time, making the system feel more responsive and efficient. Next, go to cache invalidation is another crucial aspect. This is about knowing when to refresh or invalidate the cache. We use various strategies like time-based, override-based, and new information trigger to ensure our cache always contains the most up-to-date data. This prevent user from seeing outdated information. Finally, we have mega cache. This involves using synthetic data to pre-cache information. By simulating potential data needs, we can prepare our cache to handle even unexpected queries, further enhancing the speed and reliability of our system. Okay, let's now delve into the core aspect of our product RAG models, the models themselves. As you can see on the slide, the model section is divided into three main categories. First, we have hosted GenAI models. These include some of the most advanced and widely recognized models available today, such as GPT 3.5, 4, Cloudy, and Bard. These models are hosted and managed by their respective providers, ensuring they are always up to date and optimized for a variety of tasks. Next, we move to hosted open source models. This category includes models like Llama 3, Mistral, Gemma, many more. These open source models are hosted on our platform, offering flexibility and allowing us to leverage the latest innovations from open source community. Finally, we have fine-tuned models or proprietary data. Uh, uh, these models we fine-tune using customer data, user-generated content, and user-generated metadata. By tailoring these models to specific data set, we can enhance their performance for unique business needs and applications. Next, dive into evaluation components of our product, production grade RSG models, highlighted in eval section of the slide. Evaluation is a critical part of ensuring our AI system are both accurate and trustworthy. Let's break down key evaluation methods we use. Firstly, we have the binary evaluation. This method straightforward is really straightforward. If it checks if the AI model is provided an answer on or not, right? It's simple yes or no kind of structure, just to check to verify response presence. Next, we consider human feedback. This involves measuring the semantic distance between the AI response and the human edited answer. By comparing these, uh, we can see how closely the AI output align with human expectation and correctness. Then we have RAG pipeline context. This method access whether the RAG pipeline contains the necessary data to answer uh, a given question, to ensure that our AI leveraging its right context and information to formulate its response. We also need to account for situation where there is no data available. This evaluation highlights scenarios where the AI is unable to generate an answer due to lack of relevant data. It's crucial for identifying gaps in our data coverage. Another important evaluation is for bad ingestion. This occurs when the AI cannot access or interpret the data correctly. It's a way to catch and address issue where data might be improperly ingested or processed. Lastly, we have hallucination checks. This method ensures that the AI isn't fabricating information. We use large language models to cross check if the AI response is based on the actual data from the context. This step is vital for maintaining the reliability and factual accuracy of the AI's output. By incorporating these evaluation methods, we can test and validate our AI models, ensuring that they're robust, reliable, and trustworthy. Now, I would like to share a really interesting case study that showcased the power of RAG GenAI chatbot. This project was developed for an American consulting firm to help over 1,500 employees to analyze quickly, find information, than what they need. Imagine having over 5,000 research reports and more than 2,000 blog posts, all packed with available text, images, and statistics. There is a gold mine of data, right? But it can be nightmare to sift through manually. So what is the challenge here? The firm had accumulated over 30 years of data spread across multiple file systems. Analysts were struggling to find the right information because traditional search methods just were not cutting it. They had to manually search through each report, which was not only time consuming but also incredibly inefficient. Even after finding the right information, they spent additional time summarizing and analyzing. So what we have done, right? So this is our solution. This is where Katonic stepped in with our RAG chatbot. We designed it to help analysts search through all the information quickly and effectively. Here is how it works. We set up an automated daily pipeline to connect to various data sources, updating the chart bot's knowledge based on the largest report and blocks. We categorize reports into sections with metadata, making it super easy to find the right sources. Questions are classified as either statistical or report based, which help the chatbot fetch the appropriate information efficiently. For statistical question, we use test to code model to fetch the data. For report based question, we use RAG technique to retrieve content from the vector databases. What is the outcome? The result were impressive. Our chatbot solution saves analysts an average of 30 minutes per question. That's a huge time saver. Plus, the chatbot provides API endpoint that can integrate with existing application like MS Team, WhatsApp, Slack, and even external web applications. This is not only made the information more accessible, but also enhanced the firm's statistical capabilities, allowing analysts to get accurate response quickly. Now I have seen the case study and its impact. Let's move on to a live demo for our platform. Yeah. When we log into Katonic platform, this is our sign-in screen. And once I sign in, I'm inside the platform. And there are different products in Katonic. I am in Katonic Ace now, but we have different products like Ace, Companion, Agents, Converse, and Adaptive Studio, even MLOps platform, which is our traditional platform. And I have already explained about this uh, in the previous slides. So let's talk about Ace because this is where the entire RAG ecosystem is going to be used. And let's see how it works and how can we do. So to start with this, so I have a few details where I want to show you how RAG works. So let me do one thing. Let me ask something. What is AI? Okay. If I ask this, then I can see there is no knowledge is associated with you. So this is an LLM, but it is not giving you the response outside of the knowledge, right? And what is a knowledge? The knowledge is nothing but your source system, which you are going to integrate in the platform. So to do that, I'm going here. This is our platform components. I'm going here. I'm adding a knowledge. So I'm going here, add a knowledge. So for now, let me add an web. So I'm putting is AI wiki. Uh, then let me put the URL over here. And then scrape method, I so this is a standalone URL, so I don't need to go for recursive or sitemap, but we do have options for that as well. I'm selecting the single page as a script method. Then I'll just add as a scheduler. It's a formal thing, doesn't require for this, but I'm adding it now. Then I'll give some group permission because this group is associated with different users. So if I add certain group to a particular knowledge, then all the members who are associated with that group will have the knowledge access. So I click in view knowledge access, add permission, then save it. So once I save it, so knowledge is saved. So if I click here, so this is my wiki of that knowledge. Now I'm going back. I'm going to manage knowledge. So inside knowledge management, I have manage knowledge. So this is enabled now. So if I go here, so it's already started. So it is running once. So it is kind of extracting the data. So data inserted successfully. So I can see the logs. Now the data is inserted. So it's very easy for me to add a URL now. So I'm going back again in the chart and I'm going to ask the same question. What is AI? Now let's see. So if you see now it's coming. So after adding the data, now I'm able to get the response of the same question. It's really powerful, isn't it? Because uh, I just have to upload the data. I really don't have to do anything. I don't have to concern about how to write a code and something like that. So it's a complete no code tool. And the advantage over here is it's already integrated with the group. So let me go back and show you how it looks like. So if I go to the user management with group management, I have added this knowledge in viewer knowledge, and if I see, I am already added in that group. That's why I'm able to see that. If I remove, if I go again and type it, then now there is no knowledge associated with me, right? So it's very simple. So I just need to add to a group, and that group has knowledge. Then I'll be able to uh, have the knowledge as well. So let's try it again. So I'm adding it again to this group. I'm going back. Yeah, now it will run again. So that's how the powerful is. uh, so meanwhile, let me go through some other sections of ACE. We provide the chatbot. We provide also the search. The search is similar to the chatbot. You associate with the group so that you can also search, and search is behaving a little bit differently. So already it's like a Google search. You are getting all the data associated with this question. So I'm getting a data from a web which I uploaded. uh, Apart from that, there are few YouTube's video which are uploaded, and there also we have few informations, right? And on top of it, we can also get the summary. And from search to chat, it's very easy to move. If I click on ask follow-up question, it is pointing me to the chart, and I can ask the follow-up question on top of it. So it will try to think. It has some knowledge, right? And based on that knowledge, it will give you the response. And on top of the response, it will also provide you certain information. I'll show you that. uh, so the sources, so this one two, the numbers which are mentioned over here, they are nothing but the sources. And all these answers are coming from these relevant documents. So these are the three different documents which are most relevant to this question. Even the probability score also there. So this is having 84%, this is 81%, this is 79%, and this answer is mostly taken from this document, because it only uh, find the solution from this document. That's why it's mentioned over here. We also provide the follow-up questions on top of it, so you can always go and ask follow-up question uh, if you think that you can use that is also one of the advantages that we provide. Not only that, you can also filter your knowledge. So currently I have three different sources access: website, YouTube, and file. I can always select a particular source and apply filter and ask the question. So if I now ask what is AI, let's see how it behaves, because it won't point to the URL or web URL which I have provided. Rather than it will only take from the YouTube. And uh, in that way you can even control the answers based on certain documents, right, which is already uploaded in knowledge management. So if you see here, the sources are now only YouTube videos, right? The symbol are already here. And even relevant documents, if I see, YouTube videos. But if you see on the top, when I ask the question, it came from three different documents, and one is web URL, and the other two are from two YouTube videos. So this is quite configurable, right? Each and each and every time when you query on some amount of information, then based on your requirement you can always filter these conditions, right? So if I delete that, now if I ask again, it will again search on top of the all the documents and it will provide you the answer. Similarly, we have knowledge set, so it's like combination of multiple documents is associated with this. So if I go here in knowledge management, again knowledge set. So if I want to create a knowledge set, let me put a, suppose I put a knowledge one, use existing knowledge. I can always select which knowledge I want to add, and their knowledge only I have the permission. I don't have any other permission apart from this. That's why I can see only this knowledge. So there might be a lot of knowledge associated with different group. So this is how knowledge set works, and a group of knowledge can be used for your responses. So this is chart and search. Similarly, we also provide the monitoring capability where you can see the dashboards. So because monitoring also a crucial aspect when we talk about handling these LLM uses, right? So these are very helpful. So there is a dashboard for even the duration, like how the requests are, average cost per request, all these things, latency, everything, right? And if you see, we also provide you the information as a raw tabular format, which can be used, or you can say you want to use this externally, right? We also provide you the API connection. So you can use our API and get this data and you can analyze on top of it. And how this is really helpful, because now you can monetize your models, right? Suppose you deploy a model and now you can monetize it because you have all the information for the usage for every user, and you can always do that. So there are a few questions I have asked recently. All these are already tracked, and I have also mentioned the cost for each questions, right? The questions or answers combiningly, because this is always based on the prompts and all. So this is how it is designed, and monitoring also help you to the request module always help you to uh, uh, get the data in a raw format. We also have audit trail where this is really crucial because whenever any action, any things happening in the product, that is something is tracked here. So I have recently created a knowledge, then edit group. So all this, what are the things I have done, right? It's already there now. And whenever we are deleting some knowledge, then it's falling under critical. And if I am doing some editing, then that is falling under moderate. So we have already defined different categories of levels, which is easy for the admins to track. And the module also, they can see that what are the modules that is associated for this particular uh, trails, right? Let's go next. Of course, user level analytics. So each user, what is the total cost per user, latencies per user, and everything is there. And this is also very helpful. You can monetize. Now, let's go to monitoring. So not only that, we also provide you the platform level of monitoring, that the cluster is hosted inside Kubernetes, so you can monitor each and every part of it. So it's very simple. You can go cluster monitoring, network monitoring, user usage monitoring, platform component monitoring, and all. So, so we are not giving a GenAI RAG application as a standalone. We actually give you a complete LLM ops kind of structure where every piece of information or every piece of requirement can be here, and you can always use them to solve your problem. So there are different aspect of responsible AI with PI reduction and organization policy, where you can define new policies, and based on that policy, your response will be configured, right? So you can always define a policy like, okay, legal advice, then financial advice limitation. So you can always create this kind of policies, and it will be really helpful for you to control your responses based on these policies. We do have global setting where you can configure your LLMs. As I mentioned, we support all open source and closed source LLMs. So if you want to deploy some LLM, so you can use Katonic LLM, which can be used for deploying on-premise LLMs, like you can use Llama 3 or Mistral, something like that, which you can have your GPUs and you can deploy here. But if you want to use third party, then of course OpenAI, Anyscale, we support a lot of different, I think more than 12 to 15 different kind of third party providers, which they provide different kind of LLMs, right? Maybe if you are proprietary LLMs, if you are open source LLM hosted by them, which is also very easy to use, right? So all these things are already integrated here. You can just go here, you can just add to the model library, you can just put an API key, and you can always do that. Groups and all. Okay, so let's go to prompt management. So what exactly the prompt management is? So we also provide different kind of prompts regarding different domain specific prompts. So if you see, there are advertising prompts, marketing prompts, sales prompt. So if I go here and open this, then I can see there are a lot of sales prompt, which I can always use that, right? Then I can personalize my email. If I click here, I can see what exactly the prompt is. I can use them in the chart, and I can even create a new category, and even I can add my own custom prompts as well. So there are default prompts which we provide. More than 200 prompts are already there, but yeah, you can always add your own prompts. And how to use it is very simple. You can go here, you can just select browse prompts. I can select the prompts. It's coming here. You can just need to change few things over here, and you can just ask the question, and based on your data, it will provide you the answer. It is not generalized. As I said, RAG is not generalized thing. It is only works on top of your data. It will restrict the information outside of your knowledge management. And we are coming to the end of analytics, where you can always do a cost analytics. And of course the frequencies and the time durations are similar, like on 7 day, 1 month, 3 month period. And if I go again, conversational analytics, where you can always see what are the top 10 asked questions is already answered and these are not answered, right? And we can have a tree graph, even information like if someone has given the feedback, and all that, right? So this is mostly on the conversation basis. So this is where our Katni case is really going to help to productionize your system, because we start with the knowledge and we have a lot of different knowledge. I have shown you how you can add knowledge. Once you add the knowledge, then next step would be to go for different way to integrate your data to the chart, to the search, and you can always get whatever like information which is already added to your knowledge. Yeah. Yeah, so that's it from my end on Katni case, which is built using, you can say, the concept of RAG in a production grade environment. So it will give you a lot of benefits, and it will scale your business by making it more faster than the, because the people can really don't need to search for a particular document, rather than they can only focus on here, and already document is added to knowledge, then they can only chart and they can get that information. Yeah. Okay, that concludes the demo of our platform. uh, Thank you all for joining us today. I hope you found our discussion on RAG is useful. If you have any question, please drop them in the chat and I'll be happy to answer them. Feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn if you like to discuss further or have any ideas to share. We are always excited to hear from your end and explore any opportunities to collaborate. Thank you so much for your time.